Good morning. Watch make sure it doesn't quit. Ah, I ended up waking up at 11 p.m., but I decided to involve you late because I just have so much in my brain. This is about the concept I'm trying to come up with the whole food thing. I decided I was having conversations with Copilot, and he was on. Oh no. Okay. Oops. I guess I moved the camera too close to the monitor. So he had some interesting ideas, and what's I because I was trying to educate him on who my expert is, Dr. Greger, and that I have not gone into my foods, but what he because I was also trying to get into I talked to this girl to have her evaluate what I'm doing. And so I ultimately, yes, I've been thinking about this, but I've been also prompting it so I can have it do things like answer questions, right? This is just there's just so much going on. So I'm trying to weigh through the concept of creating some kind of a self-feeding YouTube channel so that I could earn money while I build this thing. But then I also just realized, Kevin, you have to find the people first. And so I thought, well, I don't know. This is where I get all messed up. The right way to build all this is to just write a business plan. Go to a bank and get funding. But there's so much to my knowledge that I'm trying to help people, and I keep coming. So I thought, well, create a evergreen kind of system that teaches people about nutrition and meal plans and all that stuff. Because that actually could be worth more than smart tech. So I thought, okay, well, uh, again, like everything, I'm trying to just test it out. So I'm going to Copilot and saying, here's all these scenarios. And so we've been having talks about this, and it's been pretty good. I think I included more information in the other previous video because I think this video I was just going to focus on actually documenting the foods that I eat and the basic of my meal plan so he could evaluate the nutritional content because ultimately, well, this was done before by an app. So I kind of came up with this, but I don't have access to that app. Where did I find that out? It doesn't matter. This is just trying to document my foods, and then it's gonna paste them all in, because he's been coming up with some good suggestions, and I don't want to lose his suggestions, but at the same time, I don't want him to. It's hard to know how to maximize foods without a big thing, website that does that. That's where I end up coming up with all this, right? There's just such a niche out there. Oh, use your wheel cart. It's interesting. Learning objectives. Use your wheel cart for cook and store. How did they know that that's what I did in my kitchen? It's freaking me out. How did it know that I have two carts in my kitchen? That's freaking me out. How did it know that? I got it completely sidetracked. All because I'm a tech, right? So, but see, but that's what I did. It's so funny. I actually built a cart, an island. Oh, it's so funny. All right, keep going. I didn't want this to become a huge event, but because there's so much that I have to do. All right. So I also wanted to give comments because well, eventually I'm going to have to do that. But I just thought, well, let's start. So monthly prep, I go through and I use all the vegetables. See, that's the other thing. I don't know how much to do on this first blush. How much words? Let me just talk it through because ultimately I think the script is going to give me a transcript of everything, so I don't need to type it all. So monthly prep, I create veggie broth that goes into 8 ounce freezer containers, so I can use all the veggies that all the husks of things that I eat for the sales or for the salads. I I store them in the freezer bag, and then once a month I boil them all, and then I capture. It's like the best use of everything. So that ends up becoming this awesome fuel uh, and favorite answer, especially for quinoa. Then weekly prep, I create these. Oh, let's title this bean mix. That's the other thing is I don't know at this point if I should go into the details. Well, because the other thing I'm just trying to get is I'm trying to get Copilot's assessment of this to compare nutritional value with what he suggested. Because I'm trying to find the best. Because if I can improve even my stuff, then that's great. thing that got me on this was this whole this website that I enter all my foods and it does this major analysis of all the nutritional values, and so I just was able to dial in because I end up. Let me go back even farther. I try to eat twice a day, and that's because of the. If I can go easy on my digestive system, then it can. My hope is that it'll last longer, right? But I end up not doing that completely all the time. So I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I don't. I completely fail. I eat ice cream occasionally, but that's not even ice cream. It's polenta, not polenta. Polenta's corn. It doesn't matter. The week, so the weekly prep for the bean mix. See, that's the other thing is I gotta well, just speak it. It'll be transcribed. The bean, the weekly bean or the weekly prep for the bean mix. It's black beans, pinto beans, and red lentils, cayenne pepper, and vegetable broth. That's cooked in. I need to put all this. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. I'm just trying to be as efficient as I can of my time, trying to figure out how much I should dump because I don't even know who's going to watch this, right? But at the same time, this is the proof of who I am and kind of uh, the basis for what I do. That's probably the main thing I need to figure out is the whole. Okay, I was trying to find the website and I couldn't find it, so I decided to stay with just focusing on who I am, what foods. So the weekly prep is a bean mix, black bean pinto, red lentils, cayenne, and veggie broth. And then because that's the basis of all the other meals, not all, most. Sometimes I'll just eat that by itself with peas. But so the the bean mix goes in a glass jar with a silicone lid in the fridge. Then see, I'm trying to think how to say this. That's the weekly prep. Let's call this big. Oh, come on, come on! I'm trying to make this go shift. Ah, come on! Why is shift tab? I was hoping to go this go to the other side, to the left, to make this number 3. Why is this being so difficult? have it says Shift Tab is that way. Oh, come on, it's embarrassing. Okay, just trying to make this. Come on, come on. There we go. It's Shift Alt Arrow. Trying to promote that. So my weekly prep, monthly prep. So now big prep. Oh, it's too small. Small slash quick. Because if I'm in a hurry and I don't have the time to eat the big meal, I just eat what I thought is the core of the nutrition. So the small, quick. That's the peas, frozen peas. Wow, peas. What's the yellow? Turmeric and black pepper makes that turmeric like 400 times more effective. Black pepper. Come on, Kev. Then Siberian salt or Himalaya salt. Right? And then quinoa. I forgot about the other weekly prep. So the weekly prep is done. It's quinoa and veggie broth, and that's cooked in the instant pot and then stored in a glass uh, bowl with a plastic top that stays in the fridge. And then I will try to think about weekly prep though. It's the quinoa. I'm trying to think of how to say this title for the page because ultimately there's a weekly prep I do is cut the onion. And throw the yellow onion. That way, every time I want to do the big meal, I have fresh onion already cut. I just put a handful. the other prep. I'll figure that as I go. Small breakfast is peas, turmeric, black pepper, Himalaya salt, and the bean mix. Wow, dried onions. So I realized that I wanted the onion kind of thing. There's a specific kind of food that onion is, and I'm not trying to teach that right now, but at the same time, I'm just trying. I I use Dr. Greger's uh, meal prep or food and this app, so I could try to enhance every time I eat. I just try to get the most nutrition. Maybe we should bring that up later. Dried onions, spinach. Spinach. That's my quick breakfast. I'll just heat it up. It goes in two stages. I cook. I put the peas on the bottom, the frozen peas, and then the salt and the other spices. You just put that at the bottom, and then I'll add the frozen or the cold beans, and then I'll just nuke it for 33 seconds. Then I'll stir up everything so that it gets mixed up, and then all of the dried onions go on top because before I cook it, and that way I can get the onion, even though it's dry, it's not as nutritious, but and it adds a lot of flavor. But then once that's done, I will take it out, stir it up, add quinoa, and then once I'll do that for another 30 seconds because that's been in the fridge. And when that comes out, I'll add oregano, pumpkin seeds, the cranberries, avocado, and lime juice. So that's really the core of my breakfast. And on on days that I actually go to jobs, that always is eaten. when I have bigger well, let me back up because ultimately I just want to get one meal that has as much nutrients on it as I can. There's something called the big breakfast. It's when I have time, like a day off or whatever, and typically I try to do it on a Monday because I realize I can't eat this every single day because it just takes so long to eat it because it's all just real food. So the big breakfast, I end up putting the bases. I use an iron skillet, so I'm actually cooking. I use flaxseed oil, flax, not fax. My onion, soy, tempeh, actually, onion, onion. Oh, peas, and come on, Kev. I can picture it, but I can't think of the name. It's one of the better. Come on, Kev. Brussels sprouts. That's what I forgot. Peas and Brussels. The peas go in the. Well, I'll talk about the method later. Peas, peas, Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. Okay. I'm picturing just cooking them. All right, while those are cooking, I'll add the quinoa once the tempeh is browned and turned. I'll add the quinoa and peas, frozen peas. And the same spices I did on the other one. I should label these spice mix. Not cayenne pepper. Come on. Come on. What did I blank out? Name coffee. Still is 2:19 in the morning. Yellow onion. I get it. Alright, so while I The spice mix is when I add that then. What did I put? Thought that's what I was looking for here. Where's the? I should label this so that they can be identified because they're really powerful. Mix, especially with the cayenne and the black pepper. That has to go together, and it just amplifies it so much, which is so mind-boggling that combining foods like that does that. So peas, quinoa, and where is that spice mix? Should be in my quick breakfast. Let's not care at the moment about the method. I think we're just interested in the greeting. So I would as just call this everything all garlic. That's the other thing I'm missing here. Everything. Ah, come on. So everything in the small breakfast and added, and then and because those beans that I put in there have liquid, that helps get everything mixed up so that when I eat it, it's actually really good. On the top, once that's done, I again put the. Oh, I think I have. Yeah, that's all the same thing. It's just everything. The difference, the reason I decided to do this was I was struggling and trying to figure out how to eat this massive breakfast where I had found that if I just eat that one breakfast, I could. Oh, come on, Cav. Sorry about that. I don't want to. Well, I realized that if I could just eat that one breakfast, I would have every single nutrient I need to survive with. Everything is in that one meal. I thought, wow, that's pretty powerful. So then I realized I can't eat that. And I still need oats and all these other things. So I thought if I had every nutrient accounted for there, then I could just put that as my breakfast, and then that will fuel me. But then I realized I couldn't because there's so much food, and it literally takes me an hour to eat the big breakfast. So I thought, what if I break that up? Put See, this is way too much information right now. I'm just trying to look at the foods, but at the same time, I don't know how much to share right now. I'm already here. I'm going to just share it because I'm going to forget it. I, when I go through this process and I relive it, then I remember it. And if I don't record this now, I'm not going to because I have so much to go. So The big breakfast is the only time that I have to eat garlic, which is one of the huge superfoods. Even every time when I get like any kind of a ear thing, or that's been my biggest antibacterial thing that I know that I eat. So that's part of the reason why I think I never get sick. Is I don't know. I'm just sharing my thoughts right now. But because I ended up just trying to get. I should start with Dr. Greger's stuff. But again, right now, I'm just trying to document my food. Because I'm going to come back. I'm going to shift this into my little co-pilot and see what he thinks. Because, okay, so I'm on my breakfast. Meal, soy milk, cinnamon, cinnamon, the chocolate, the cocoa nibs, then blueberries, strawberries, ground flaxseed or flaxseed ground. Wow, red moss. And then my drinks, hibiscus tea, hibiscus tea. You know how guilty I am feeling right now that I haven't shared this. Hibiscus tea, apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. I'll eat the dates with this drink. So I should title this because it's unique. I haven't heard anybody drink this. What I realized was that hibiscus tea is one of the most nutrition antioxidant rich tea. So I thought I'm supposed to have apple cider vinegar, And I tried eating that by itself, and it was so bad that I thought, why didn't I combine them? And I thought, that's going to taste wicked. And it does. But then I thought, what if I put dates on there? Because that's the sweetest food that I can eat. And it's the most potassium rich food. I thought, wow, that's a winner. So I end up, this is what I drink just when I'm ready to walk in the customer. And it's like, it's just freaking nuts, It's okay. And I also add, let's keep moving. We're just trying to describe the food. So that's for trying to think too. That's the same thing. I'm trying to think about how to label that. Because I think this is completely unique. I this Come on. Hibiscus. Hibiscus. Maybe that's a drink that I could sell. Because it takes a lot of effort to get that tea brewed. Try to just get my foods out. It's called this morning drink. Lunch drink. It's gunpowder. Green tea. Again, it has caffeine in it, and it's like all those antioxidants going off at one time. It's like when I eat that with lunch, it's so crazy how I could just focus and work. And I don't understand well, I do understand the science behind it. It's all real food, but I don't get why that combination is so important. And I guess that's why I want to share this because I just know it works for me. And of course, I have all this water that I drink. I need to put that. What else do I drink? Oh. Well, I'll mix things in water sometimes just to make it interesting. Nothing for uh, electrolytes, but sometimes, well, it depends. You know, sometimes I'll drink, bring Gatorade if I'm going to be outside in the heat, because I have been heat stroked like 3 times. It's wicked. Salads, red cabbage, red, red onion. Oh, hummus, peas. But I include that up there too, but I don't want to mix, confuse. Hummus is like the best thing in itself. Quinoa, well, that's already there. Sometimes I'll add that there too. Cayenne pepper, but I should. I was thinking about, you know, I'm worrying about my goal in trying to get this. My thoughts of trying to get the nutrition value against what he was suggesting. And so I was thinking about adding, because sometimes I eat quinoa twice because it's so good and it's just so healthy. Quinoa, olive oil, black vinegar. Come on, black vinegar. It's called balsamic. Come on, balsamic. Balsamic vinegar. And I have this wonderful way of mixing the salad without having to create a special container for the dressing. I just pour the ingredients on the salad and mix it up in the bowl because the bowls are going to be dirty with the salad. So why create a different bowl that has to be cleaned? Oh, let's do the hummus. Let's do this also in the weekly prep. And I don't do this every week. Only on weeks that I know I'm going to be in more because hummus is difficult to transport. But hummus is sesame seed. Spell it right. Sesame. That's browned and then put in with olive oil, cooked chickpeas, chick, cooked chickpeas. What is that? Cooked chickpeas. Oh, parsley. Chickpeas. Parsley. Artichoke heart. Artichoke heart. And that's done by browning the seeds in a pan and then cooking the chickpeas in the high pressure thing. And I'm forgetting the name of it at the moment. But I'll cook those at the same time as the black beans, but in a different batch. And then once that's done, I brown the sesame seeds, and then I take all the chickpeas and put them in the blender. Well, I actually put the seeds in first, along with the oil, and that creates this. I forget what the name of that ingredients is by itself. Sesame seed and oil is a begins with T, but it doesn't matter right now. And that's the basis for adding the chickpeas, the oil, and the seeds, and then I add the chickpeas. Oh, actually, I do the artichoke heart first, and the salt, and I'll add the artichoke heart first, along with the sesame seeds, because that's the hardest thing to. As soon as I add the beans, then everything else is hard to mix up. So get the small stuff first, and then add the beans, chickpeas, and then I'll add the cayenne pepper at the end. Oh, no, I won't add the cayenne while I cook it. I'll always add cayenne when I'm eating it. But I will add parsley to that mix. And I'll also add it to the salad. Spring mix. Did I call this on this computer? Oh my. Yep. I think. Oh, sorry. This. What I'm sharing with you is kind of the goal based on nutrition. I sometimes eat ice cream or chips, Oh, the mix. That's one of the other foundational things is uh, trail mix. What do they call it at Winco? Oh, come on. I just always get it. I know where it is. It's number 17 or 19. What, 1967? No, yeah. No, 1973. Just, what is the name of the thing, though? I can't remember it. But that has, well, called this snacks. Oh, portable. What is that? Pretty much. Wow. This is the there's like 20 ingredients in that. But the basics are pretzel, salt, sesame, sunflower. Oh, pumpkin seed. What else is that? Pumpkin seed. Oh, corn. I am blanking on that, but sometimes I'll just eat that alone. Yeah, it's just all the spices, spicy. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah. Okay. I think. Well, okay. So let's ask it. Let's also save. I've been doing this for over an hour. Please. Remember. Right now. I will post my list of foods. Nutritional value. Oh, what happened here? I. Okay, here we go. Right. Okay, so now. Okay, here we go. Drum roll, please. I missing something. No, that's a dupe. Actually, let's just not do that. Let's get the spelling right. Lunch. Cinnamon. what I'm about to do right now is something that nutritionists charge a lot of money for, right? Where's the name? Okay, here we go. Drinks. Come on. Where's that word? Danicus. Drink. Save. Copy. And then paste. Still have it in there. Okay, here we go. Oh, no. It crashed. I hope I didn't lose it. Right, too much information. Wow. Too much information. Right, too much. Let's see if that goes easier. Right, this is too much information. Kevin, this is seriously impressive. It's like a master class in nutrient dense plant powered efficiency. You've got a rhythm doing a balance of flavor, function, portability, which is perfect for field techs. Yeah, that's interesting. Because ultimately, well, I may should start with the old book first, right? See if I can just do the book that I can sell on eBay or not, Amazon. Analyze, wow. Analyze the macros and micros across meals. Organize into a weekly meal plan. like that, he's going to offer the intro to your nutrition ebook. It's like, just like with my tools and my achievements, it's like, this is my life achievements here. Like he said, it's a seriously impressive prep list. It's like a master class in nutrient dense, right? That's exactly my goal. Power plant efficiency. You've got a rhythm along balance, flavor, function, portability, which is perfect for field text. I'm going to break down this into a nutritional overview. Or if this is or if this is again, I'm more overwhelmed, right? It's now 3 o'clock. I've been working on this since 11 p.m. I've been working on this 4 hours. A lot of this wasn't on camp. Just praying and I wonder if I do this thing deeper. I crashed from last time with Think Deeper. But so I guess the good thing about this, I know we're at 73 minutes. I think I will stop this video and then, because I just want to get my foods out and have it evaluate, right, and be impressed. I'll stop this because we're over an hour. And then I will go back and I'll see. Okay, let it go. I'm going to stop this now, and then I will see. But if I do that, I can't finish. Okay, I lied. I decided to try to keep this in one massive video because I was going to say that nobody's going to watch this. And if I break this up, if I hit stop now, I can't. I have to wait for it to process before I can finish. So it's better for me that I just keep going and make this a beast. But this is, I'm trying to, like everything, I'm trying to start with my knowledge of where I am now and then trying to figure out how to make that marketable. And so that's why I want to keep these together, because I'm trying to show that just by sitting down and typing out all the foods, by thinking through just doing it, I'm trying to lay out the fact that I know what I'm talking about. There's no, all right, let it go. So he says masterclass nutrient dense plant power deficiency. You've got a rhythm, the balance, flavor, function, and portability. Okay. So, which is perfect for field techs. Want me to break down nutritional overview or help you set up a shareable guide or ebook format. So, or if you're just looking to optimize or simplify, I can help you trim, swap, interesting, or batch use, more efficiency. Wow. See, this is where I can go off on so many different ways right now. That's why I guess I want to keep this going because I just optimize or simplify. The hard part is that it's so. This is my rhythm. I don't know that I can simplify because I am. I think the simplification is done. But I'm curious to see because efficiency is like my holy grail. So part of me wants to let him answer that, but then it's like if I go down that road, I'm not going to be able to get all this other information. And if I have him draft the book right now, if I have him simplify, then we're going down the road of production today. But at the same time, I know this works. So it's hard to, but at the same time, I'm curious to know what he would say. But if I go down that road, would he forget the others? Well, let's just see what he says. Nope. My clipboard retained the other stuff and didn't get it from this. Start. And I should also be recording his answer. I like I like it being called a master class, right? I really have something that I'm not braggadocious about, but it's just nice to have somebody recognize it who understands it. Like just like my achievements, so much I could do. That's when I'm overwhelmed. Okay, focus. Oh, see, but if I go down that road, if I try to optimize it, we're gonna miss. What I'm thinking, what I'm wrestling with at the moment is AI's ability to track, well, my perceived of its limitation. I don't know that I've ever seen that. But if I go down a road, I'm afraid of it getting confused. I'm trying to optimize its results because if I go down way to simplify, then we miss the whole drafting book. And it's not necessarily the intro. Yeah. What's the goal of this right now? I am trying to just validate all my life's work there and see if it's marketable. At the same time, I want to dive in and analyze everything, see if I can improve it. But I just know that I can't even tell you how many years I've been trying to work on that. This is, but at the same time, this AI, right? Maybe I'm just missing something, but how can you improve something? See, if I ask him to start down the path of optimizing, then we're missing my take on optimization. And then I'm afraid he's going to get lost in how to come back to analyze organize it into a weekly meal plan, turn it in video script or infographic. See, this is when I'm just completely overwhelmed. I want this recorded, and I stopped this so that I could do that. And now I'm off on different directions. Finished. The other thing is, well, draft into an intro for your nutrition ebook. Ultimately, that's the goal. That'd be great if I could get him to write, you know, at least an outline based on all the foods. This comes back to the whole thing about what my focus is. I'm also trying just to validate turn into your video script. Again, I'm stuck. Let me just stop. Okay, I forgot some stuff. Weekly pizza. Bread flour, high gluten. Yeast. And I forgot mushrooms on the big breakfast. Mushroom. And dinner too. Even though I try to eat once. What is that? Freeze-dried potato. Grass-fed butter. Size. That's when I'll eat the broccoli. Why I spell broccoli? I don't know that. Yep, broccoli. And soy. Right. Thinking of all the stuff. I have broccoli, cauliflower. Anything that's frozen. I just move. I use the same bowl, right? That I had the potatoes in, and I just nuke the soy or whatever the vegetable is frozen. This is all gonna be right. What else do I eat? Oh, the pizza's on. I didn't finish that right because I was thinking the mushrooms. Pizza, tomato, sauce, basil. Oregano, jalapeno, jalapeno, mushroom. Right. I can see how this isn't for everybody. I don't have pepperoni or meat. Mushroom, jalapeno, onion. Come on. Mozzarella. What's the hard cheese? Come on, what's the hard cheese? Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Okay. I am amazingly tired because I got out of sync with mentally. I and I'm in fasting right now, so that's why I'm a little out of focus. But I decided after I paused this, I realized I forgot some food. I forgot the pizza, weekly pizza, which is bread flour, high gluten, yeast, sugar, tomato sauce, basil, oregano, jalapeno, mushroom, onion, mozzarella, Parmigiano Reggiano, and then crushed red peppers. I will sometimes put the vinegar in it too, but in the sauce. But it's not what I'm struggling with is that I forgot these, and I forgot all the processed food because processed food has a purpose. It's designed to survive longer and be on more demand. So I have these 6 bars or 6 things, Crunch Master uh, crackers that have all these. It's a multigrain, Simply Protein, which is a soy bar, and an RX bar, which is like 4 egg whites, and then Kirkland processed bar, and then smoothies. I forgot about mentioning this. This is when I will eat the watermelon. I'll use that as the basis for the liquid and Joy-Con, and then others. I'll just put various fruit. And protein powder. What is it? Protein? I think it's protein powder, and the brand escapes me, but it's 50. Uh, Superfood. Okay, so because it's becoming so long, I'm good. I'm also, I hate to admit the low energy, but I am still fasting, and so I'm a little just slower. But and I missed, and so what sucks right now is I'm trying to decide how to introduce this change because all this is true. It's I love I call it a master class. I wanted to go back and add the processed foods because ultimately I'm trying to work with what is well what I've been doing to see if I can improve what I have done. That's what I'm trying to use AI for right now, is to analyze all this stuff. And so now I realize that I have to go back and deal with that. So let's just I want to. Main thing is I was just so excited to see what he thought of all just like he said a master class of nutrient dense plant powered efficiency. I just love that. So now I'm realizing that I forgot some stuff. It's not like, oh man, this isn't a master class anymore. Because I am trying to be more practical. Oh, and I'm so tired all of a sudden. It's like, oh, okay. Given that this is 101 minutes and I am fading because I am fasting, I'm not a good marketing for all this food. But right now I'm in ketosis, so I'm a little slow. But at the same time, I don't want to waste all this time that I did. I'm going to end this now, and then I will create a separate video with the results of this. Ultimately, I was I'm trying to use AI to validate my meal plan, the choices that I've made. So now I realize that it's not complete. And so now I'm wrestling with how I could just ask them to forget it and start again, or I could explore some of the options that he came up with to see, just, explore stuff. But at the same time, I'm just so tired. It's, I started this around midnight, so it's been almost 5 hours. Even though the video's like two. At the same time, I just want to get to the results, see what it puts out, especially if it's an ebook, see if that's something I can sell immediately. So I'm going to put you on hold and tease you. Done for the day.